Hello, greetings, salutations, good afternoon. All that jazz. Welcome back to Felt Chat. I'm your host, Felt. Half asleep because I'd woken up, showered, eaten lunch, and did all that within about 20 minutes. Welcome to what is currently the weekly series where I bully bosses inside of Genshin Impact and talk. At the moment, it's a slightly different team comp. Xiao's the same as he was in the last one. Jinkyu is as well, he's just gotten a few upgrades. Jean's basically the same with a couple of upgrades, if I remember right. She's just gotten this as well. I'm really thinking about swapping out the energy recharge for just something with raw attack on it. That'd probably be smart. But I don't know. Bennett's kind of new. I've used him before, but he's gotten a slightly different build at the moment. A really nice flower. Decent feather. Bad pocket watch. I need a new pocket watch, but farming Noblesse is rough. Seems to only really get bloodstained. Using an old Pyro Cup that Diluc used to be using, but he's since got a Crimson Witch of Flames, so then it can just have the Pyro Cup. And then just an attack percentage one of these, just because he doesn't have an attack percentage pocket watch, so it kind of evens itself out. Unfortunately, he's only level 6 on Fantastic Voyage. I think his next constellation... There it is. I needed 2 more constellations on him, and like technically I could technically pull on the Kaching banner to try and get Bennett and Ningguang dupes, but I don't... I'm trying to save up for the Wolf's Gravestone banner that's coming, I believe... Not tomorrow. No, tomorrow. Well, technically this banner's going away tomorrow. Tomorrow plus 4 hours from the time of recording this. And so then I'll be pulling on Wolf's Gravestone then. I might do that on stream. That might be a good idea. For now, the reason that this team comp exists is because Bennett is a burst bot. When he pops Fantastic Voyage, he's boosting everyone's attack by 78% of his attack, which is not super high, but pretty solid. He's also using Festering Desire for that insane energy recharge. I wish he was a little better geared, because then he'd be a much better bot for this, but the whole idea, this week at least, in terms of like builds and tech and yada 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 yada, is Bennett's gonna blow something up. And Jinkyu's here just because I like having him as a sub DPS slash support. I gotta figure out who I'm gonna use as main DPS for Dvalin. No, not Dvalin, Boreas Wolf. I might drop Jean for Diluc when I hit him. Yeah, what's up? It's another week. It's another Monday. Kind of like recording these on Monday because it's like the fresh start of a week and all that. Let's see how much I bully him. Ah. Got it. Very hard. The other reason I really like having Jean here because she just like immunes out of certain attacks from some bosses. And she also just like really helps heal up the party. I'm just trying to regenerate a little bit of stuff on Bennett. I think my Jean's actually slightly better built than my Bennett right now, hilariously enough. I'm trying to regenerate a bunch of charge so that my Bennett can have his ulti back. Yeah, okay, there's Bennett's. Popping Jeans for the heal. And the surprisingly high swirl damage. So that I can have Bennett set up better for phase 2, so I can try and obliterate phase 2 with Xiao here. To wait for him to stand still so I can pop. Attack a few times to power up Jade's Winged Spear's passive, and bully Child like the little baby man he is. I think that was a 43,000 crit right there. That's probably one of the higher damage numbers I've hit in the game. I think those are the wrong ones. I need something else, I believe. I believe that is in fact the wrong talent material for Xiao. That's why I start on Child, typically. Or sorry, Tartaglia. Because he has the talent materials that Xiao uses and needs. At least that's why I have been. But I do believe that was wrong, and I technically need Shadows of the Warrior, which is depressing. Oh well. On the plus side, 3 weeks left on the Battle Pass. I'm nearly done with it at this rate. I'm very happy to be getting all of this, though. And all the more that I'm going to be pulling out of this. Let's go do Dvalin. Actually, before I do that, I'm gonna wander around and beat up random ads for a second to start the fight with my elemental bursts active. So how you been, my lovely viewers? Hope y'all have been doing well. Hopefully the past week of feltless time wasn't too terrible. If you're new to the series and didn't like see the last one in the series, by the way, I think I'm linking a playlist at the end of the video, so go make sure you check that out. Of all the felt chats. I talked about Burnout and gave a little update halfway through the week. I got back to streaming again last night. It wasn't super like stressful and messing with me too hard. In terms of like making me feel, oh crap, I'm still burned out. It wasn't bad, but I do think I'm going to make sure I take it a lot easier than I typically do. Just because I don't want to risk burning out so hard that I, in fact, just don't enjoy streaming. That everything? Yeah, that's everything. Okay, let's go bully Dvalin. I really hope I get some more weapon drops. You might be like, but wait a minute, aren't you pulling on a weapon banner? And... where is she? Beto's currently still using Prototype Archaic, and as much as I enjoy the Serpent's Spine, I don't like its passive very much. My playstyle doesn't really like link up with the passive, so it's a whole shindig. Yeah, I did stream again. Been playing a lot of Smite off stream lately. That's been a lot of fun for me. It's been really enjoyable to really get into a game and be competitive about it. I really enjoy competing in games to a degree. I might pop Jean's ult so that I can, like, bop his toes super hard. I might, like, when he puts down his toes, I might pop Jean's burst here, and then use Jinkyu as the DPS, kinda. Never mind, he's gonna try and hit me. Okay, that's what I thought. I'm pretty sure his shield just takes all kinds of damage. Thanks, Xiao crit. Alright, let's jump up here. Bennett ult, hit it a couple times. Then start proccing stuff, and bully a dragon. I might be able to one-phase it. Yep. Easy one-phase. Xiao is fair and balanced now that I have him built, huh? And now that I'm using Bennett as a support. Come on! Damn it! I've been hunting for a better one of these for my Ningguang for weeks. I did get a Dvalin Sai though, that's really nice. I do believe that I used that on Beto, who's slowly becoming one of my most used units. In case you're wondering the other reason for this particular team comp. Friendship XP. I'm close to level 10 on Jinkyu. And Bennett's getting up there. Okay, well. Cleared Dvalin. Get another battle pass level. How much more does this give me? 320,000. Ah, so nice. Man, this is going to be a slightly shorter one because I am just bullying stuff. Let's futz with the party setup. I want to bring Xiao because I want to bring Xiao and Jinkyu for one. Like, those two are coming for sure. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap it out to this team comp. Xiao is a sub DPS here. The Luke main DPS. With Bennett Jinkyu support. It's kind of like the standard Diluc team comp that I've been running lately. I need to farm out. I still need a better one of these. I need to re-farm out Diluc's artifacts. Like, wow, look at that. Crit damage energy recharge. That's great. Except I double rolled defense. Wow, look at that. Elemental Mastery is great on Diluc. You rolled attack too. Yeah, but you rolled defense HP. And this is just, it's purple. Supposedly, from what I have heard, you can actually roll an Elemental Mastery artifact for his timepiece just fine. Because it increases Vaporize and Melt damage by so much. Like so much. And the same for Overload, and Overload's the biggest one. It's also a big thing of like, I got my crit damage, and I have my crit rate, but my crit rate is like half from my weapon, half from Diluc's base stats. So it's like pretty rough at the moment for Diluc. Ya boy. He's been having a tough time of it. That's another reason I want a Wolf's Gravestone, because that either means Diluc gets the Wolf Gravestone and gets to go to town with that, or he gets the Prototype Archaic, which will be level 90 with at the moment, a single refinement, but a single refinement's better than no refinements. Let's say there's nothing I need to farm out better artifacts. I still enjoy Diluc. He's still got a great playstyle for me. And pretty sure here, yeah, like, he's sitting on enough, like, Dvalin plumes that he can, like, level up several of his talents to a very reasonable level. I'm pretty sure that I can flat out level his Searing Onslaught to cap. Once I get enough books, that is. Because it's 2 and then 2, and then I could still put another level into his normal sword attacks. You level Diluc's. I believe it's classically an E, but for me it's a Q. You level that first because it's what most of your damage comes out of. Oh hey, collectible. Yeah, no, I'm not talking about much besides gameplay, because there hasn't really been a lot happening for me besides, like, getting back into Smite. You might have heard me talking about it on Twitter and stream a bit. And by stream a bit, I mean, you know, the one day I streamed I talked about the community a bit and how generally toxic MOBA communities are. That's something that I'm glad about with games like 14 and Genshin. On average, for Genshin especially, but for the most part for 14, if you're screwing up and you're just like, hey, I know I'm screwing up, what can I do to improve this and make it better? 9 times out of 10, unless the person you're dealing with is a real jerk, you'll be fine. The people won't get too mad. They'll be understanding. They'll be like, oh, okay, I get it. Meanwhile, in Smite, I've been in games where I've been forced into the wrong role because of their current queue system. It basically, when you queue into stuff, you choose, hey, these are roles that I want to get. And sometimes it just, because they need people to be playing different roles, it'll assign you to the wrong one. It keeps assigning me to support for some reason. Keep winning on support because I know how to support, but that doesn't mean it's my favorite role by any means. It's probably my least favorite role out of all of them. You have such little impact on a game outside of the early laning phase for your ADC. Or I guess technically they just call them carries in Smite, but still, idea stands. But like, I kept getting forced into support over and over again. And 3 out of 4 games, I'd be like, I don't normally play support, so I apologize if I'm inting wrong, if I'm peeling poorly. 3 out of 4 games that I play, people would be like, well, you're just trash, get good. Stop being bad, stop throwing, stop feeding, no matter what I said. There was one where I was like, the game keeps forcing me to support, I don't like this role very much, I'm pretty bad at it, and the guy was like, just make sure you're trying your best to peel for me and the other carry, and we'll do our best. And like, that was probably the only nice game I've had in recent memory, but like, the fact that was the only nice game I had kind of yikes. I'm just gonna use... That's gonna hurt, yep. I don't have a dedicated healer right now, do I? Nope, I do not. Man, I really dislike when Diluc gets cryoed. I also love that my Xiao is so geared up and ready that he, like, flat out will outdamage Diluc without using his skills. That probably won't be true for too much longer, because my Diluc is catching up. I mean, I think he was just hitting an 8k crit there. That ain't bad at all. Sorry, Benny. There we go. Pop that. Pop that. The Luke requires a lot of team comp setup, but I mean, once you get going, he's not doing too bad. There's like a 14k hit in there. That ain't bad for Luke, for my Luke, who's kind of behind in items. By items, I mean artifacts. He's gotten very poorly ruled artifacts. I mostly just kept the ones that ruled the right main stats. You can't really complain about his circlet at the moment, I don't think. And yes, I'm stopping mid-combat to talk about this. This is a boring part of the fight. He didn't get too screwed on his circlet. It rolled elemental mastery, a ton of attack, some crit rate, and energy recharge on a crit damage one. But like, it's not the right set. I dislike this cutscene part though, I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of frustrating to like be in the middle of combat and then just get thrown out of it. I'm really happy that one Bennett has massive energy recharge though. Thanks for my Q. Makes life easier here. There's like a 22k in there. So like right here, you can notice like my Luke's not doing bad. He's just not my xiao. Not the same like power level or power dynamic. Like, what was that? That's like 6k, 10k. Like you can just tell, like he's not triggering elemental reactions at the moment, but like, you can still tell that like xiao generally does better unless I'm hitting an elemental reaction. Because I need to, and because the game keeps giving me bonus of these from my battle pass, I'm gonna pop a fragile. Go ahead and use that, see if I can get a weapon. Or I'll get 3 spirit lockets, which I don't think are bad. Ooh, crit damage energy recharge, that's a good feather. Is it Beto that uses the lockets? No, she uses Devalin size. Who uses the lockets? I think I have someone who uses them. Ah, wait. Ning does. Nice. My Ning's actually sitting pretty right now. That's a really solid feather that I got, though. Spent all my resin. Yep, thank you. Need to collect more specialties. I'm gonna finish out my battle pass this week for sure. Which will be nice. That means I don't have to worry about it anymore. But, kind of a shorter one. I didn't really talk about much, but it was just... I like this being a consistent ongoing series, even if it's not actually, like, super insightful into what's going on with me. You kind of got a much more in-depth look for the last 2 episodes, so this one was just kind of like a update that we're a little more back to normalcy. I want to be streaming more often again. I don't think I'm going to go back to my schedule of every day. I'm going to make sure I take more days off. Yeah, that'll be it for the video. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. If you like it. If you have like subject matter you want me to talk about, if you have videos you want me to make, leave comments. If you want to see more of me, press the subscribe button. In the meantime, thanks for watching, thanks for hanging out, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.